Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome back to the ESR for the Eldar Sim Racing. I bet you're wondering what's going to happen here, what's going on? Because for the first time in about a few seasons, we have a different change of the cars this season itself. Because we're going to have the Aston Martin instead of the GT Supercar Series. And it's still be sponsored by Cheryl Lawman, so thank you to her and her amazing crew that she does everything with the promotion and media side, and the brands and promotion media side as well. Check her out, guys, as much as possible. Like I said, guys, this is the a bit of a different format than what we normally would do. We still have the 10 minutes of the qualifying. That still hasn't changed. That hasn't changed at all. But we're going to have 2 lots of races. Not 3, just 2. The first one will be the sprint race. I think it's the sprint race, which is the hard tyres only. Correct me if I'm wrong. That is the hard tyres only compound, and they're doing it with the qualifying. We're at the Autopolis track. Correct me if I'm wrong, pardon me. And which they cannot use any of the other tyres other than the hard tyres. That's the only tyre that they can use in this first part, and also in the first part of the race. But the second race, which will be, correct me if I'm wrong, it's the reverse grid, but it will be, they can have the option of a 30-minute race, which is basically softs, mediums or hards if the option is there. So they'll have 30 minutes of the race afterwards, and it's going to be a classic because the first one, the sprint, will be 15 minutes. It's a different type of format, and the admins have decided to go for this format, and it's very different as well in the second division as well, where Andy Hopper's who's doing the commentary as well, and I'm sure he's doing a fantastic job as always in the second division as well. But like I said, this season is going to be a bit of a. I'm hoping we have a brand new champion on the cards as well. We've got about a few drivers missing tonight. So Daniel Peace, who won the GT Supercar Series last season, is not in this. Oh, okay. I was just seeing one of the drivers who I thought that got relegated, but still back in. So quite a few drivers have just done their lap time, so I'll just pick a few out. 147.792 from Gareth Morris. Noah, who got promoted last season in a 148.603, he's in 5th place at the moment. Lee Fitzy, who's the driver that would have been relegated to the second division, but unfortunately still there, but it may be differences, I don't know, he's still there. So 148.176 from Baldwin as well, so that's a good time. Let's have a look at the times itself. So Gareth Morris, who won the title 2 seasons ago at the GT Supercar Series. Last season he had a bit of, how should I put this, indifferences, shall we say, of last season, where everything that he was trying to do, he cannot get that rhythm going. But something in this qualifying at the moment is doing something right, because he's done a 147.792, which is the pole time at the moment. V-Man Bogdanovich is in second place. He's misses out by 600 a second to Gareth Morris. So those are the 2 drivers that I expect to do well. BBA, is it BBA Boss? Yeah, it is. It's BBA Boss. Got promoted, I think, from last season. So be interested to see what the pace will be for him in the top flight division of the Aston Martin Vantage series. This is, like I said, we're going to have 8 rounds of 2 lots of races, not 3 that we normally do, but definitely 2 lots. We'll have to wait and see how everything all plans out as well, and we're just waiting for BBA Boss doing well. Baldwin moves in 4th place with 148.176. Andy White is in 5th with 148.520. Andy, who's been really unlucky. I know he hasn't done much of the racing last season, but he's in the Aston Martin. Well, all of them are in the Aston Martins, obviously, but I love that livery. It's just like that dark dangerous. I'm not saying he's dangerous or anything, but I'm just saying he will probably have an advantage of trying to produce the shocks, and hopefully he'll do well. He does well in the qualifying. So there are times where he's done well in the qualifying, but he didn't do well in the race, or he didn't do well in the qualifying, but he did well in the race. It's inconsistencies, and that's what's costing championships. And I'll say this every season. Noah, who got promoted last season, is in 6th place. He was in 5th a moment or two ago. Brian McKenny's also got promoted, but he's at 154.78 miles, so he's a little bit behind. Cam, we have a 148.7, 1.4. Lee Fitzy, the Cranberry's cream egg. Oh, God, I want that cream egg chocolate right here, right now. But I love that livery. I thought that's smashing, that is. Ironic, smashing. You got Sampa in 9th place, the Finn. Beautiful livery. I'll tell you what, Nick has done a fantastic job. It's a shame he got relegated last season from the GT Supercar Series, so he's going to have to try and get himself promoted back to the top flight if he wants to get back into this. But I love the liveries that he's done. It's fantastic stuff. So Sampa's in 9th. Inca Holmes is in 10th place, but he's on the same livery as Lee with the Cadbury's cream egg. So the driver who missed out on the championship on the GT Supercar Series, hopefully he'll try and get one step better and try and close the gap to the top half itself in the Aston Martin series. But he did a 148.862, so he's about 9/10 quicker on his best time. Lee Fitzy, as we've just seen, he was in 9th. Sampa in 10th. Brian McKenny at the moment 7 seconds off the leader, and that is not good news when you're being promoted from the 2nd division to the top. I feel like I'll keep saying it is the top flight division, and it is without doubt. I love that livery, actually. I love how some of the drivers have done their own liveries as well. But Brian McKenny's 51.295, so that's much better, but still bottom of the league, bottom of the qualifying position itself. At the moment, Gareth Morris is in 1st place with 1 minute 30 left. 1 minute 30 left of the qualifying. Kenny won't try and stop him, but I think he improved his time by a 10th. So, yeah, just about a 10th, or just over a 10th, or should I just say just a 10th? Just a 10th quicker than V-Man, and that is crucial at this stage because there's quite a lot of scenarios where anything could happen. Anything could happen, and because this is a brand new. I say this is a brand new league, but it's still the top fly division. It's still the top fly from the majority of the drivers from the GT Supercar Series last season. So, but they're in a different car than what we normally would do with the three races in a round itself. But we will have two races in a round this time. But there will be differences: the sprint and the feature race. So I'd be interested to find out what's going to happen from their perspective. So V-Man's going to try and do one last go. Gavin Morris is already at the 2nd sector. Oh no, V-Man's off! V-Man has gone off, he's hit the wall. Oh, he'll be fuming. He will be absolutely fuming. BBA boss. Can he be the boss man that should get himself into the top 2? He's about 2/10 off. V-Man, so if you can get 2/10 from any of these 3 sectors, that would be fantastic. Brian McKay now finally be able to be a little bit quicker with 148.993, I think it is. Yeah. So we'll find out from where position he is been. But at the moment, we've got about a few drivers still missing, so we won't be able to see them at all this evening. But that is, like I said, you cannot afford to miss out any chances, especially on the points itself, because the points mean prizes at the end of the season, and you can't afford to mess up. You really, really cannot afford to mess up at all. BBA boss, let's see what I can try to do. Coming to the last bit of the sector now. Qualifying is stopped now, guys, and BBA boss has moved himself up. No, he hasn't. He got quicker. He got quicker, but not enough to get into to a perfect position. So V-Man will slow down. Baldwin, we haven't mentioned about Baldwin actually. Baldwin, he's had last season in the GT Supercar Series. He was, I knew he got his favourite football team there. Shame it's not Rose. Anyway, but basically, Baldwin will be trying to aim for the top 4. Oh, actually, he's got to the top 3, so he's proved me wrong already. But I want him to do well this season. I really do want him to do well. BBA boss. Oh, and he's gone off. Oh my God, he's got himself back into the pits. He just slided into the pits. That's got to be clipped. That has got to be clipped. Fair play. So, Mo Storm, aka Noah, in 6th. You got Cam in 7th. Inga Holmes is in 8th. Lee Fitz is in 9th. Brian McCann is in 10th. And Sampa. That is a bit of a shock, actually, because I expect Sampa to do well this season. But Sampa in 11th place, that is not the place where you want to be. That's not the place where you want to be at the sprint race, because I think it's going to be, well, he's had, as you can see on the left-hand side, he's got quite a few bits of damage to the left-hand side. So, I think the qualifying has now stopped. We will have 15 minutes, I believe, for the sprint race. And then we'll be able to kick off to the feature race, which will be a bit of a longer race, but still got plenty of opportunity to use all the tyre wear itself. So Gary Morris is in 1st, V-Man is in 2nd, Baldwin is in 3rd. You got BBA Boss is in 4th, you got Andy in 5th, Noah in 6th. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Boogity, let's go racing, boys! We'll have to wait and see how everything goes into the first corner. So V-Man's going to have to go around the outside. He's got ahead of Gary Morris. That's a good move. That is a perfect move. That's what you need. And he's definitely got the need for speed to get himself into 1st place. That's a good start. Gary Morris has had a little bit of a slow start. But it looks like Andy got himself into 3rd, so that's a good chance. But BBA Boss, who's having a bit of a shocker to start with at the Aston Martin Vantage series, he dropped himself down to 7th place at the moment. But Andy keeping up. Baldwin holding up for dear life. Noah in 5th. Unbelievable. I believe he was, correct me if I'm wrong, he was the champion last season in the 2nd division itself. But so many battles galore. So he's in 5th place. Good start in Holmes. Andy Morgan in 6th place. Oh my God, Sampa! Ooh, I have to have a look at that. But Brian McCarey has lost a bit of the car at the back of the spin itself. But whoa! I just saw a bit of contact between Lee Fitzy and BBA Boss. I know it's a brand new league, it's a brand new situation, but you've got to be very careful. You've got to be very, very careful, because you're going to be I know it's a sprint race, but this is points being prizes, and if you get knocked, that's it. You're buggered completely. Just waiting to see what happens. So V-Man's pulling away. So, like I said, so just waiting to see how everything goes on now. So Gareth Morris is down the straight now. He's going to try and make the move into turn 1. No, he won't. But Andy's gone a little bit wide at turn 1. But he might lose out. Oh my God, who's that? Who's that at the back? It looks like Cam. Cam lost it to... I think he might have got ahead of Inga Holmes, but then he lost it at turn 1. So then he's dropped himself down. He could lose another position to Sampa. But Sampa's going top side. 2 in a bend moment for the first time that I've seen properly. 2 in a bend moment, but still battling out. But Sampa had a bit of contact with BBA Boss. Cam is trying to hold on. Trying to hold on for dear life with the car itself, but hopefully he'll try and hold on for as best as he can. But Baldwin's going to make the move. Baldwin's making the move. He's trying to make the move perfect, but he could not do it. He cannot do it. He could lose out 2 positions, actually, to Noah. Noah trying to hold on for 5th. Still holding on 2 in the bed moment. Still going on. But Baldwin just go ahead. Just go ahead. So just waiting to find out what's going to happen now. Yeah. We'll have to wait and see how everything goes now. Yeah, well, like I said, we'll try and find out what's going to happen. We'll do the order after. Sorry, I've just got some technical difficulties there. So Brian McKay is still holding on in 11th. V-Man in 1st. Governors. Oh, Baldwin now. Baldwin's going to try and go. He's going to go right in the inside. Andy has to keep on the racing line. No. Oh, 2 in the bed moment at turn 1. And now, got to move. Perfect. Perfect move there for Baldwin. But Noah had the chance. Had the chance to go for it, but could not do it. Oh, it's still going again. Andy's trying to make the move again into 3rd, but he cannot make the move to Baldwin, who's trying to hold on for dear life for 3rd place. And like I said, this is the sprint race. This is the sprint race. So if this is what's going to happen in the... Oh, get in, Andy! Andy trying to make the move on the inside, but actually Baldwin's lost 2 positions within 1. So now Noah will try and push on, and I think that is perfect for... What's going to happen? We've got that battle going. We've got the battle for 6. 6 in Ingalls and... well, actually, Noah goes up to 3rd. Noah goes up to 3rd. So he's moves up 2 positions. That's good stuff. Sampa and Cam. Sampa and Cam trying to make the move, but Cam has dropped himself down to 8th. So Ingalls in 5th place. Andy's dropped himself down. Remember, Andy... Remember, during the first, like when we did the GT Supercar series, the short races, Andy's car. Oh my God! What's happened there? They'll have to be checked by stewards. They'll have to be checked by stewards after. But I tell you what, it looks like between Andy and Ingalls. There was a bit of contact between the two, well, a tiny bit of contact. There was a bit of contact between the 2 drivers, so they'll have to be checked by stewards afterwards. Here we go, Cam trying now to make the move of BB8 Boss. BB8 Boss now makes the move into the inside line. Cam trying to keep on the racing line. He has to do something. He has to do something about it, but he cannot do it at all. Sampa in 5th, you got Cam in 6th, BBA Boss in 7th place. You got Ingalls is in 8th, Brian McKinney is in 9th place. But still watching this battle, even though we're at the Autopolis track, it's still fair dues to these to unbelievable scenes. Itself, but BBA Boss now trying to do everything he can, but he had a great qualifying about, well, let's say 4 laps ago. He had a great he had a perfect position at the starting grid, but then he dropped himself down like a domino effect. But I don't think he realised the impact of the other drivers. But like I said, when you've been promoted into the top division, you have to have a good start. You've got to have a good start. If you're not, then you're going to be struggling like mad. I think the driver that's been impressing me from the promotion winning sides is Noah, aka Motorstorm Hero. He's without doubt at the moment. I don't want to jinx it. At the moment, he is still in 3rd place, so he done a stellar of a job. To be fair, Ingalls and Brian McKinney battling out for 8th and 9th. So we'll watch it from their perspective. Looks like BBA Boss is getting close to Cam. So Cam, BBA Boss now make the move. Brian McKinney could have a chance to move up to 8th at the moment. BBA Boss, oh go on, Cam's car. I tell you what, I don't know whether he's got no traction control or anything like that. He probably definitely hasn't got traction control because the car just kept slipping away. left, right, and beeping centre. And that's not what you do. Oh, this is getting close actually, which I didn't expect, because V-Man, who had a great start at lap 1, he was trying to pull away from Gareth Morris, and now he's under a lot of pressure from Gareth Morris in second place. So let's see how everything goes now. Can Gareth Morris now put the pressure on? So just wait to see how everything goes. Can't do anything about it. It was 3/10. Let's have a look at the back of the grid actually. Baldwin's here at 6. Under a lot of pressure from Cam. But, oh, Brian McKenny had the chance to make the move into Inca Homes, but cannot do it at all. He's going to try and place it as best as he can. At the moment, V-Man, the man with the brand. With Bogdanovich is in first place. You know, Gareth Morris is in second. Most again, Noah is in third. You got, I believe, in fourth place we have, is it Sampa? Yeah, Sampa's in fourth. BBA Boss is in fifth. Baldwin's in sixth. Cam 7th. In Carbs 8th. Brian McKenny is in 9th. You got Lee Fitzy is in 10th. Andy in 11th. Is Brian McKenny now putting? He's right by him now. He's right by. Oh, he's going to go for it now. He's going. Oh, 2 in the bed. 10, 2, 1. Oh, it's still going. Eagle's still holding on for dear life. It looks like Baldwin's dropped. Is Baldwin dropped down? No, Cam just dropped down. Baldwin is struggling. Baldwin is struggling against Cam. But at the moment, yeah, Baldwin is struggling like mad. I don't know what's happened, but the drivers, the hard tyres should last. Well, they should last anyway. They should last the whole race, the whole sprint race. But now, they're under a lot of pressure now. They're under a very lot of pressure. BBA Boss, Sampa. Oh, this is getting mad. Brian McKenny has to go around the outside. I think Garbs. No, don't you dare. No, come on. Has he done it? He has. He's done it. No. Oh, is he trying? Yes, he has. Just about the nick of time. That is brilliant stuff there from Brian McKenny. Round the outside, kept it. And I tell you what, I jinxed him. I feel bad, I jinxed him, because he's got off track. He was doing so well, and now he's going to have to go do all of that again on that car itself, and try and catch up to these drivers. So we'll go about 2 more laps remaining, guys. 2 more laps remaining. Who is in 8th? It looks like Inca Hobbs is in 8th. Lee Fitz is in 9th. Andy's in 10th. And we'll have to go back to the top 2 in a moment or two, because we will watch this. We will watch this battle. Here we go. Can we see any more shocks along the way? That's the big question of it all. V-Man started on first. He started on under a lot of pressure from Gareth Morris. If Noah can catch up to these guys, that'll be a monumentous achievement, considering that he won the title last season and the outstanding performer from the promotion winning drivers sides as well. He's the one that was outstanding in this race so far. It doesn't look like there's any battle going on, so we'll watch the top 2 for now. So Gareth Morris is just trying everything he can, but V-Man is just under. He's been under a lot of pressure from Gareth Morris since the start of the race, actually, since he got ahead. And I don't know how he does it, but he does it perfectly at the race start, and he does it absolutely spot on. So just waiting to see on this lap. We'll watch this last lap, because there's going to be, I reckon there'll be a few shocks. If Gareth Morris can get a good exit at the last corner, it's 4 tenths. 4 tenths now. Final lap now, guys. We're on the final lap of this race. 2 tenths now. Come on, Gareth. You want to try and make this move. V-Man's already defended. Already got on the inside line. Knew that Gareth Morris was getting closer and closer than ever before. Oh! But now it's got a chance to close the gap through the sector. Don't remember, Gareth Morris had the chance! Oh no, he can't do it! He can't do it with the top two itself, V-Man. He's definitely got the plan to hold on for as long as possible. But let's hope there's no more catastrophic moments. I would have liked to have seen more of the battles at the back again, but I don't want to lose this top two because this could be crucial to these guys. We've got the hula hoops. Ooh, hula hoops. From Gareth Morris. Let's see if we can try and get V-Man. He's struggling to get some of the corners. You can see Noah getting close while these two are battling out. Like I said, when you're racing and two drivers battling out with each other, it feels like they're dragging, and then when you got no one by you, you've got an easy chance to pull away and got a chance to catch up to the top two. And it's a bit of a tough ask. So we come up to the last sector now. Gareth Morris, who'd been trying his best to get past V-Man. He had a chance actually until V-Man stopped him along the way. So V-Man is going to try and put the pressure on as much as possible to pull away. But I tell you what, well done to V-Man. He has won the first race of the Aston Martin Vantage Series round 1. And Noah, well done to him. Got a good race from him. BBA Boss, good recovery drive. Sampa, good drive. Cam in 6th, Baldwin in 7th, Ig Holmes is in 8th, Lee Fitz in 9th, Andy in 10th, and Brian McKenney, who had that mistake during that race, is unfortunately starting in 11th place. But Gareth Morris had the fastest lap of the race with 1:47.654. That's a good time. That's a really, really good time. So there you go. We'll get the save, the replay, and also the update of the round itself. But well done to V-Man, who hold on from the first lap, getting ahead of Gareth Morris, and that is crucial at this stage. Absolutely crucial. So we'll find out what's going to happen before I take a bit of a break. So just to recap, guys, if you've just joined in and just missed out on the race itself with the sprint, we got V-Man in first place, just hold on by 4/10 to Gareth Morris is in second. Noah in third, aka Mo Storm Hero. BBA Boss is in fourth. You got Sampa is in fifth. Cam is in sixth. Baldwin is in seventh. You got Inga Holmes is in eighth. Lee Fitz is in ninth. Andy is in 10th, and Brian McKenney in 11th place. So we're just waiting to see what's going to happen in this second part of the race. We might have a bit of a break, and then we'll kick off. Hopefully we'll find out sooner rather than later. But it was a great race. It was absolutely a great race. So I wasn't sure how it was going to be planned, because obviously with a new league, well, I say new league, it kind of feels like it is a new league, new car, new surroundings, new format. I was worried that the drivers that from the the three drivers itself got 19 laps, so 19 laps. So we're just waiting for Baldwin to give us the go ahead before we start. Just to find out to see what's going to happen. But once we find out, it's been an absolute unbelievable race. And the reason why I wasn't sure what was going to happen, because you got drivers that are missing, like Daniel P.E.'s. So we've got 10 minutes. So I'll be back. Well, we've got about 10 minutes to start off with, but so the damage is going to be changed. So reverse grid, 19 laps, which is equivalent to 30 minutes. I was going to say, so it was a bit of a mistake from Baldwin. Basically, it's the racing softs to racing hard, so they can have the option to do the racing soft, medium or hard, and they've got 10 minutes to practice. So, like I said, well done to V-Man. He'll be starting the back of the grid though. He'll be starting the back of the grid, but hopefully he will be try and go through the grid like he normally does, and try and stop. But Gareth Morris, he had a great race. He had a great qualifying, and he just felt unlucky on that race, to be fair. So 12 minutes minimum of each compound. Yep. So basically 12 minutes. I should have mentioned about that at the start, but I totally forgot. But basically, with the soft, medium, hard, obviously you can't go on the compounds that they choose, but they will be able to. They have to at least 12 minutes on both, on 2 of the tyre wear that they pick on. But obviously they'll be able to capitalise. So it just means that no one can go over the top and go a bit less, like as much as as worse as possible or anything like that. I mean, if I was there, I would probably go on the hards and then mediums as the 2 stints. But again, then with the softs at the end, it's just all depends on it and then planning to see if they can be at the very, very best. But I'll be back in about a few minutes' time, guys. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back, and hopefully we'll get a few more. But while we're doing that, let's have a look at who's driving at the moment. We'll go Noah, because he was outstanding in the first race. It's good to see him back actually at the top fly. I say good to see him back. It's his first proper outing in the top fly, but it does fit. It's good to see him back. Like for me as a commentator, to see him back in the race in itself and try and compete the best, and that's what he's trying to do as well. So here we go, guys. I'm going to shoot off for a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back, and we'll watch Noah to do his practice laps. See you in a bit. Here guys, I am back. We're about 3 minutes away from the start of the feature race. So basically, we're going to have at least let's say 18 laps. I think it's 19 laps of the feature race, which should be equivalent to 30 minutes. But the rules are basically 2 compounds that you use must be used at a minimum of 12 minutes. Per compound. So for example, if you use the hards, you can go like 15 minutes as long as it's done a minimum of 12. That is fine by me, but the damage would be heavy though. The damage would be heavy, so the guys will have to be very, very careful, to be fair. So they have to be very, very careful. Well, Sampa 146.636. So he's just gone out of his way to do his lap now. So we'll go through the drivers actually to hear their thoughts. But overall, I think some drivers who are kind of stepped up a gear or two. And Sampa, who's, I will be honest, on the stream, there was some let's just say questionable moves, shall we say, questionable moves. But he's narrowed it down massively from what I could see, anyway. But yes, there was a bit of contact at the last lap between himself and I think it was, or was it Ingram's and Andy White? I think it was Ingram's and Andy White. But them, or I think it was contact. I can't remember. But basically, he's towed down a little bit. But again, he's going to be very careful during the race itself. You got Cam, who's the silent assassin, I'll probably have to say, because not in to get ahead, but hopefully he'll try and just steady on in this league and try and survive mainly, because he'll be the one to, you know, it's going to be insane stuff. And Inga Holmes, who, as I said, missed out on the title last season. And I said it's missed out on the title last season to the eventual winner of Daniel Peace. But it's good to see him back. Actually, it's good to see him back. But can he be a title winner? He can be. He can be. And I'm sure he will be sooner rather than later. It's just that again, it can't fault on one race. It just all depends on the other races that there are slip ups on as well. So you've got to be very careful with that. But if you like what you see so far, guys, please make sure you like and subscribe to the Eldar Sim Racing YouTube channel for all the live races itself. We will be starting race 2 for round 1 at the Autopolis track. So this is the reverse grid. So here we go. Brian McKenna is in first, Andy is in second, Lee Fitz is in third, and Combs is in fourth, Boulder is in fifth, Cams in sixth, Sampa is in seventh place. We've got BBA Bosses in eighth, Noah in ninth, Gareth Morris 10th, and V-Man in 11th place. 3, 2, 1. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys. We'll have to wait and see how everything goes. Now they're coming to turn 1 now. It looks like Andy's got a great start. He's got some great start trying to get up to the inside line. Brian McKenny. Oh, big contact between Combs and Brian McKenny, but they're still going side by side. Lee Fitzy holds on to third. He holds on down to the Boulder. He moves up to 6th. Cameron in 5th place. Lee Fitzy, Lee. Oh my God, that was close. That was really close, but Lee will try and go around the outside, but he comes getting on the inside line, still on the inside line, but now Lee's got the inside line. Lee holding on for dear life, but Brian McKenny is struggling. Oh, big contact between Lee and Brian McKenny, and now Sampa moves up to 5th. So he's really going for it now. Noah's in 7th place now. So that's crucial at this stage. Also, have to wait and see how everything goes now. Looks like Holmes trying to hold on to for third place. But Baldwin in 5th, Sampras in 6th, and quite, look at that, from 5th all the way down to 11th, they're all close to each other. They're all close to each other. But remember, the tyre wear, they have to done at least 12 minutes of the tyre wear, so they have to last it well. Who's that? Andy's gone off track. He got off track and dropped down in 4th. Is he on the softs? Yeah, he's on the softs as well. That's not good news. Because Lee and Inghams are on the softs. And oh my god, he's going to be swamped. Look at this. We've got two in the bed moments now. Looks like Inghams got himself to first. That's a good chance now. But the chance on the mid-pack is really heated up. Sampa drops down to 7th. Baldwin's just gone a little bit off track. But still on some side, 2 in the bed moments still. But Baldwin drops down to 7th. Sampa in 6th. BBA Boss saw the gap. Try and make the move. Cannot do it yet. Still being patient enough. But at the moment, it looks like Cam holding on for 9th. Gareth Morris is in 10th. And V-Man in 11th, which I did not expect after 2 laps already. I know it's early doors, so I have to be patient. But 12 minutes, that's all they have to do. At least a minimum of 12 minutes of this race. Sorry, of the compound itself. Oh, he goes, got a little bit wide at the hairpin corner, and now it's brought Lee. He's going close to each other now. This is mad. This is absolutely mad. Got Brian McCann in 3rd, who had an unfortunate start. Got Andy in 4th, who had that bit of a mistake. Noah in 5th, Sabra in 6th, Baldwin 7th, BBA 8th. Oh, yellow flag. What's happened there? That is, I believe that's Brian McKenney. It is, it's Brian McKenney. So Brian McKenney's gone off track. As soon as I say his name, he's having a bad time, so he's going to probably kill me after. I feel like everything I say is just for Brian McKenney tonight. It's just gone off track. But hopefully not. But Lee! Going up the inside line! Oh my god, the 2 cream eggs! Which one will crack under pressure? That's the big question of it all. But Lee holding on for first. Still on and on. Fair play to him. Still doing a perfect job at the moment. But the 2 cream egg guys of the liveries of Lee and Andy Morgan in Holmes will be absolutely loving it. Absolutely loving it for the top 2. But Andy on those soft tyres should be closing the gap. And like I said, when they do the minimum pit stops, Noah's just hit the grass itself, so he'll be under a lot of pressure. Just trying to have a look. Oh, he's got a penalty. He has got himself a penalty. Baldwin under a lot of pressure on BBA. He's got a chance to make it on the inside line. It looks like Noah's just got his penalty removed. BBA Boss has got us up to 6th. Baldwin drops down to 7th. Gareth Ross is in 8th now. Cam is in 9th. V-Man is in 10th. Brian McKinney again at the back of the grid in 11th place. So he'll be under a lot of pressure this season, which you cannot afford to do that at all. And now look at Sampa now. Sampa in 4th, trying to push on now. But Andy's just trying everything he can to get close to Inga Holmes. But Inga Holmes is just trying to place that car as much as possible. But Lee needs to pull away massively, especially with these soft tyres. The soft tyres should be able to kick in, because they should be alright, to be fair. They should be alright. But it just all depends if they can manage it as well. Here we go, Andy's still battling out, but the battle for the 4th place is really heated up. Noah in 4th place still. Who's that? That is a Sampa drops out of 5th. BBA Boss is in 6th place. So we'll watch that for a brief moment, see if Sampa can hold on the pressure. That's the biggest question of his racing career. as well. At the moment, he's in 5th. He's doing all right, as we see. I do apologise if you hear any background noises, sorry. So hopefully BBA boss can try and get a good exit at the hairpin, or you will have to do it all over again down the straight. Looks like Andy's getting close to Edgar Holmes for the 2nd place. So we'll watch that for a minute. And in 3rd, trying after that. A silly mistake. I'm not sure what corner it was, but it was near the end. Ava Sion. That's how you pronounce it. Hello, mate. How you doing? He says, "Come on, BBA boss." Yeah, BBA boss is in 6th place at the moment. Hopefully, he'll try and push on. That's the big question. Hopefully, he'll try and push on. So Andy trying everything he can, but Edgar Holmes can't do anything about it at all. So Andy trying to place it, but cannot do anything about it at the minute. Let's have a look at BBA boss actually. BBA boss has got a bit of a best first sector actually, getting close to Sampa for 5th place. So what does he have to do? What does he have to do to get past him? Sampa is trying to defend for all his might. BBA boss just trying to close the gap, but needs to get that gap. He's got the gap. He got through. Brilliant. A bit of contact, but still done it. Caught Sampa napping. Hopefully he'll see the gap on the inside. Sampa. No, he will wait for a moment or two. So BBA boss is doing a fantastic job. Yes, Rasmus. Oh, it's Rasmus. Oh, that's Rasmus. I didn't realise. Sorry about that, BBA boss. Okay, Rasmus. So that, yeah, a good it was a good overtake actually. I totally forgot about that. Sorry about that, mate. I feel really embarrassed with that. Sampa holding on for 6th. Baldwin's in 7th. Gareth Morris is in 8th place. They've got about 3 minutes left of whatever stint they are on. So it might be another 2 laps. BBA boss is Raz. Yeah, I know, mate. I know. I was just, I totally forgot. To be fair, I was just trying to remember who it was. Because it was one of the he was one of the promoted players from last season. On the ESR, it looks like Baldwin's lost that to 7th place to Gareth Morris, who now has the chance to pull away, and needs it to be done as much as possible. So Sampa's thinking, what shall I do? Shall I hold on, or can I put the pressure on? No worries. Thanks, Everson. Thank you so much for that. Let's have a look at the top 3 at the moment. Lee's still holding on for 1st. That's good news. But he's used a bit more tyre wear compared to Edgar Holmes, and also I think it might be similar to Andy's tyre wear, as in like the tyre wear used. I know they're all on the softs, the top 3, but Noah's on the mediums. Noah will get on to 1st place. Whatever happens tonight, he will be in 1st. But oh, Andy! Oof. I tell you what, I think that what happened to him earlier on in that race, which didn't get caught on the stream itself. But he'll be under a lot of pressure. And if you are joining the stream, good evening to you all. Hope everyone's okay. Well, if you like what you see so far, guys, please make sure you like and subscribe to this stream. Be a massive help to myself, and a massive help to Eldar Sim Racing. Thank you so much, as always. You You got Sampa, Gareth Morris. Gareth Morris finally has got the third gear kicking in now. Boy. I'm wondering, is the tyre wear? I'm wondering if the tyre wear is kicking in on some of the drivers. And it might be Gareth Morris just trying to save tyre wear as well, so that might help a bit. That might help massively. If you're wondering what's happening, guys, if you're wondering what's happening, this is race. This is the feature race, which is the longer version. We've already done the sprint race, and it won by V-Man. So V-Man at the moment is in 10th place, as far as I know. But we'll find out in a moment too. But Gareth Morris was in 2nd place, and now he's in 6th at the moment in this place for the race itself. Rasmus trying to pull away as well. As you were subscribing now. Ah, thank you so much. No worries, thank you so much for that. So here we go. Can Sampa try to put the pressure on? But Baldwin, I don't know what's happened to Baldwin. I don't know if he's just trying to ease them a little bit, trying to get understanding of the car. But normally I would expect Baldwin to challenge the top at least 5th. I know it's 2 places off, but I expect it to be at least 5th. At least 5th. But he's got a chance to overtake Sampa. Sampa already on the right hand side, trying to defend. Baldwin's got no other choice but going back onto the racing line. Sampa can be on the inside line, and now Baldwin! 2 in the bed moment, still. A little bit of contact, but nothing malicious. They're still going at it. But Sampa will have the inside line. Sampa holding on for 7th. Baldwin drops down to 8th. Baldwin drops down to 8th, but still the battle. Still a battle for these two. Gareth Morris has got a chance to close the gap on to Rasmus is in 5th place. So it'll be like the Predator to try and catch up. So the drivers who are they can all now pit if they want to, if the tyre wear's not great. But they've done at least 12 minutes of that anyway. Oh, Baldwin's got a chance on the inside line. Sampa gone wide again. So Baldwin, no, he can't go down the straight. He's trying everything he can. Let's have a look at the top 4, shall we? So Lee, the tyre wear is not great. Look at the tyre wear. The tyre wear is absolutely atrocious. I expect Andy's tyre wear to be gone by now. But look at Inga Holmes actually. He saved a bit more fuel than what everyone else has been doing. So he might place it. I wonder if the drivers are going to the pits for the first time. No, Andy has. Andy's going into the pits. I don't know if he's just whacked himself into the pit entry. So Noah will be in 3rd. BBA Boss is in 4th. Gareth Morris is in 5th, and he'll be putting a lot of pressure on BBA Boss for now. So it's coming up to the halfway marker now. It's been an okay race actually, to be fair, but a little bit of overtakes, a little bit of battles. That's quite new to this league. And if you're wondering now, actually, I have to go back to Sampa and Baldwin. Looks like those two having a good battle for 6th place. V-Man trying to chase the gap to Cam. I couldn't say the words. You can tell after that break of ESR, you can now try and understand where I'm losing my voice now. This is going to be insane. So Gareth Morris has got a chance to catch to Rasmus. Sampa not making that same mistake like he did in the last lap to go wide, which has brought Baldwin into play. But what looks like while those two drivers are battling, it's bringing the other drivers from behind, just dragging them in and say, look mate, I'm not being funny, but I'm going to overtake you whether you like it or not. I will do it sooner rather than later. If you don't do it, I will do it. And that's the mentality for some of these drivers, because some people are not going to be afraid or like go for it now. They're still going to try and do everything they can. Oh, Inca Holmes has had a bit of a penalty. So I'm trying to see if he has to get rid of that penalty. Yeah, he's good, he got rid of it. And now it's brought Noah into play. So for the guys who are on the... Oh my god, Gal Morris is in 4. BBA has dropped himself down to 5th. Yeah, he's dropped himself down to 5th. So BBA Boss has dropped down to 5th place. Sampa bound out for 6th with Baldwin again. And then you got the battle between Cam and V-Man, aka Bogdanovich. And then you got Andy all the way at the back of the grid in 11th place with a fresh medium tyre stint as well. Should be a belter. I am just trying to make sure I ain't missed any battles, but there's quite a few. So Noah could be challenging Lee in about a lap or two, because Lee's tyre wear, as you can see, the front left is absolutely worn out, like at least nearly half of it. So here we go, guys. This is it. Now, this is the part where you can't mess up now, Lee. A great opportunity for Lee, actually. He's had a torrid season last season. He was in the relegation, so... And would have been relegated to the second division last season. Sorry, for this season coming now. But I think they spoke to the admins about it, so he's going back into the top flight division again after that relegation spot was confirmed like at the end of the season last season at GT Supercar Series. But now he's got a chance. Oh, Lee's going into pits. Lee has said he's had enough of those pits, but now look at this. You got Gareth Morris on those medium tyres, still going to keep going. Baldwin's on the medium tyres, still going. You got Cam still going. V-Man also still going. So much intake, so much battles intake. So the drivers who are on the medium tyres earlier on, they'll be on the softs at least. If they pit I didn't see much of pits, but if someone did pit during lap 9 or 10, I think there was one at lap 9, but if someone pitted at lap 10, they would have had the opportunity to go on probably the hard tyre if they started off in the mediums. But it's annoying when you're on the softs, you have to change. It's just insane. But Cam is trying everything he can to put the pressure on V-Man. V-Man's on the hard tyre. He's going to go all the way, and he'll have to pit sooner or later. But remember, what the guys don't remember is these guys have got to do 12 laps. Sorry, they've got to do at least 12 minutes of the compound that they're on. And it looks like V-Man has not pitted yet, so he's going to have to pit, because remember, to get the 12 minutes, you have to do at least 6 laps from my calculation, or at least 6 or 7 laps. That's the biggest one. So if V-Man pits now, this is a great opportunity for the softs. Otherwise, he's going to be under a lot of pressure with the penalties. Same with not only V-Man, but everyone else will be on the different tyre wear, and they'll have to pit sooner. We'll watch V-Man now, see if he is going to go for it, or is he going to wait in the pits. But he needs to get onto the pits. It looks like Boulder is going to into the pits. V-Man is going to back to first place. You got Inca Holmes on the fresh medium tyres, should be ahead of the guys in second place. But again, that will be the talking point for V-Man, because he's got about 7 or 8 laps remaining, and remember, it takes 2 minutes to do at least, well, we'll say 1.5 minutes. Say 1.5 minutes, 3, 6, that's 4. Yeah, so either way, he's going to be screwed either way, because he's not done the second tyre wear in the pits. So this is where he's got the greatest opportunity now to get a good position for the feature race. But still the battle for, well, V-Man is pulling away, so V-Man will have to pit in this lap. Same with Inca Holmes. Oh no, Inca Holmes is pitted. You got Noah drops down to third. You got Gareth Morris is in fourth place. You got Rasmus is in fifth. You got Lee is in sixth. Sampa in seventh. You got Boulder in eighth. Andy in ninth. You got Cam in 10th. And Brian McKenney all the way down to 11th place. So that is insane. Absolutely insane. We'll watch this battle for a moment or two. But yeah, the battle for those is absolutely fantastic. And this is what I love about ESR, because there's so many unbelievable scenes. Unbelievable. So Noah now has got a chance to use the slipstream onto Andy Morgan, but remember he's got two cars, so he's got a blue flag. I'm not sure who that is for. Oh, Noah's just tapping. He's just tapping Ingham, saying, "Look, mate, I'm not being funny, but I'm here." And then you got BBA Boss, aka Rasmus, and Gareth Morris battling out for third place. It's so much action galore at this race. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And it's all done because of everyone under a lot of pressure. But again, some of the drivers will be kicking themselves, thinking, have I done this much? Ingeholm's got off track and he loses first position to Mostorp. Okay, Noah, so well done to him. He'd been battling left, right and beeping centre, but fair play to him. You got Rasmus is in second place at the moment. You got Ingeholm's third. Gareth Morris is in fourth place. So absolutely fantastic racing from all of us from there. It's died down a bit because there's not much overtakes, but I'm hoping that Ingeholm's will try and make the move on to Gareth Morris, who I haven't spoken to Gareth Morris actually before we started the race, because I would have liked to have heard his thoughts of the upcoming season and what his expectations after the first two races of the season. But again, it's still insane stuff. They come up to lap 14 at the moment too, so we go about 6 laps remaining. 6 laps remaining at the Eldar Sim Racing for the Aston Martin Vintage series. Gareth Morris is still in second place. BBA Bosch in third. He's trying to make the move. He's trying to make the move on to the inside line. Cannot do it at all. But they've got the fastest lap. Gareth Morris has got the fastest first sector lap. But again, that mistake has brought Noah to try and pull away by 1.5. Yeah, about 1.6. And it's everything to play for. Even though this is the first round, 2 races, because they've knocked off 1 race, so the points shouldn't be any different or anything like that. But should be an opportunity now for these guys to get a good result either way. There's not much battles from what I could see other than the top 3, so we'll still watch that. Can BBA Boss, aka Erasmus, trying to close the gap onto Gareth Morris, who is stepped up a gear in this round, shall we say. And that's what you need after when you lose out to the title. I mean, when you lose a title after you've won it, so you won the title and then the next season you lose it, it's that consistency and everything else. If you don't get that spot on, that is it, you are screwed. And I will say that I admit that on the stream, you do get screwed if you mess up with any outcomes as well. So hopefully they won't do that again. So BBA Boss still challenging Gareth Morris, but he's pulling away like no man's business. So we'll just try to see if there's any bad. Oh, Baldwin on and on for 6. Lee Fitzsey drops down to 7th place. Still, the pressure is on for those 2 drivers. So doing everything he can. Brian McKenna, he's made a few mistakes. Hopefully he'll bounce back as quickly as possible. But here we go. Cam Baldwin now put the pressure on Sampa for 5th. Some of these tracks, they need to be on the new well, I think some of them have been confirmed with the GT, the Gran Turismo 7. Not the sport version, but the Gran Turismo version. Hopefully we'll see a lot more of you guys next season with the ESR series as well. We've got about 5 laps remaining, guys. 5 laps remaining. At the moment, Noah, and he's in Incomes. As you can tell, I'm losing the plot. So Noah, who had the fastest lap, just 146.166. He's got himself to first place. You got Gareth Morris in 2nd. BBA Boss is in 3rd place. So he goes in 4th. Sampa in 5th. Bowler in 6th. Lee Fitz is in 7th. You got Sampa in 8th. V-Man is in 9th. So yeah, and Andy in 10th. Brian McKenna in 11th place. That's just, you can't afford to mess up now, guys. You really cannot afford to mess up. So I'm waiting for that big bang. Oh my God, V-Man! V-Man makes the move on the inside against Cam. Can Bog, hold on. Can Bog, hold on. Yes! Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant. That's what I mean. The biggest shocks, or the biggest overtakes that you expected to see or do. But at the moment, Senegal and V-Man Racing will still go ahead as planned. So so V-Man, sorry about that if I've lost comms for a little bit, just my head's gone. Got about 4 laps remaining, guys, 4 laps remaining. V-Man, who's had a steady race, to be fair, he's had a bit of a steady race, but he should be challenging for the top 5. But he's done well in the feature race, obviously. He's done well in the feature race. So Cam in 9th. You got Lee is in 7th. You got Baldwin and Sampa having a good scrappy challenge for 5th place. Remember, guys, that the mechanical damage is definitely set to heavy. So if these guys make a mistake, that is it. They are absolutely screwed. And here we go. This is a great chance now for Baldwin to make the move into 5th. Down the straight at the Autopolis track. And ease to push on to 5th place. That is what you need. Oh, it goes to hit the grass itself. So, Incomes has lost some momentum by himself with BBA Boss. You've got the legendary Gareth Morris is in 2nd place. Noah is in 1st. Now remember, if Gareth Morris does not win this race, he'll be livid because he's had 2 opportunities. I will say this again. He's had 2 opportunities to round off this to 1st place, but I'm hoping that's not going to bite him near the end of the race itself. But at the moment, Noah in 1st. You got Gareth Morris 2nd. Incomes 3rd. You got Incomes 4th. Baldwin in 5th. Sampa in 6th. You got Lee Fitzes in 7th. You got V-Man in 8th. Cam in 9th. And Brian McKenna in 10th with Andy in 11th place, which is just the same, but I'm hoping he'll bounce back next week, wherever track we are at next week. So look at Noah now. Noah is doing a fantastic job. He's got 2 laps remaining. Remember, guys, he's got 2 laps remaining. If you like what you see so far, have you says good fight? Yeah, there's been some good fight. There's been some good driving, to be fair. It's just so much you have to intake itself, and you have to remember this is round one. There's plenty of rounds to go, but obviously you want to get a good start. But let's hope it's not a bad start, it's a good start. And it should definitely be a good start. Galvos in second place, still trying to catch up 1.5. No, actually, 2 seconds nearly catching up. But BBA Boss, aka Erasmus, is slowly catching up to Gareth Morris, but I said slowly, but it's still 2.2. Son says respectful between drivers. I like that. Yeah, don't get me wrong, mate. It's this league on its day, like it definitely has been majority of the time anyway. There's been times where the driver's been excellent and so much clean. Yes, there's like a few taps of contact, but they don't do anything malicious as long as they respect each other. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. So Boulder is in 4th. He's probably telling me off at the end of this race because I said to him he should be in the top 5 and he was struggling. He was struggling, to be fair. But now he's in the top 4. That is good news for him and that's where he needs to be. You got Inga Holmes is in 5th. You got Sampo who's in 6th place. The Finn trying to fly his wings and try and get past them as much as possible. But I don't think that's not going to be enough. We're on the final lap now, guys. Final lap of this race. You've got Noah still on for first. You've still got Gareth Morris in second. You've got BBA Boss. Erasmus is in third. You've got Baldwin in 4th. Incarms is in 5th. You've got Sampers in 6th. You've got V-Man in 7th. You've got Lee Fitzy is in 8th. But you might have a chance to hold on. He has, he's got himself holding on. We'll watch this for a bit. So Lee Fitzy was in 8th. You got Cam is in 9th. You got Brian McKay is in 10th, and Andy in 11th place. But again, great battle from everyone else. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Evian says clean, fair, respect is our keywords in our team. So I know what you're talking about. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad. We're glad we do that anyway. Noah still on it over first. The fuel. Look at the fuel. The fuel's not going to manage. Well, actually, I'm a bit worried for Gareth Morris if he can try and catch up to Noah, but we'll watch Noah because he's about to cross on the line in a moment or two with a little bit less fuel. And tell you what, guys, 19 laps, 34 minutes, and he won the second race of the evening. Well done to Noah. Gareth Morris is in second. He will be fuming. He should have had at least one win tonight, I would have thought. But BBA Boss had no fuel left. He had no fuel left. Baldwin finishes off in 4th. You got Inghams is in 5th. Sampa is in 6th. V-Man is in 7th. Oh my God, we're having fun finish. No. Lee Fitzy 8th. Cam 9th. Brian McKenny in 10th. And Andy will about to cross over the line in 11th place. But with Noah got the fastest lap of the race for 1:45.141. It's still insane from Noah, and that is a great start for Noah. To be fair, that is, I think, correct me if I'm wrong. I think he might be the leader. No, actually, depends on how Gareth Morris has. To be fair, so the two drivers that I was expecting to see the battle with, like V-Man and Gareth Morris, those are the two drivers to watch out for. Now we might have to say Gareth Morris and Noah. I know it's early doors at the moment. I know it's early doors, but anything could happen. Well done to Noah for winning the second race of the evening. I believe that is it, guys. Good driving from all. Good commentary. Oh, thank you so much, Aviason. If that's how you pronounce it, I'm so sorry. I'm absolutely rubbish with pronunciations. That's my only biggest downfall. So here we go, guys. For the final time I'm asking, Noah, aka Most Storm Heroes, is a winner in the feature race. Is in first place. We've got Gavin Morris second. PBA Boss, aka Rasmus, is in third. Baldwin is in fourth. Inca Harms is in fifth. Sampa is in sixth. V-Man is in seventh. Lee is in eighth. Cam is in ninth. Brian McKenny is in 10th. And Andy is in 11th place. We're the fastest up in the race, as I said. With Noah, we were 146.141, and that was on lap 17 as well. 2 laps to go. And he also says it's okay. Lol. I thought I'd better say it right here, right now, before you say anything anyway. But cheers for that, guys. I'm going to shoot off. That was some good racing that I've seen anyway. There's some absolute crackers, to be fair. Yes, there was a few instances that will have to be checked by stewards after, but overall, majority of the race to start off with, still been good. Still been good. But yeah, I'm hoping everyone has enjoyed themselves. So I'm going to shoot off now, guys, and I believe, hope everyone had a very good Christmas and a Happy New Year, everyone. I know it's a little bit 14 days behind, but I thought you guys, hope everyone has a very good Christmas and New Year for you guys. But now we'll be able to see what's going to happen for round 2 for next week. 2 races again, just a reminder, sprint and the feature race. Who will try and produce the goods. Cheers for that, guys. I'm going to shoot off. Cheers, Baldwin. No worries, mate. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to shoot off. Cheers for that. I'm going to say I'm going to shoot. Alright, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.